three words that you really focus on is respect, honor, and courage, right? So you just told me about how you implement respect, but how do you implement teaching courage to your people?
Courage is another thing where every individual has to learn within themselves, because courage is nowadays courage is this generation is different from
Yes.
I won't go there,
No,
but
I want you to go there.
I've talked to many coaches in the past years of how our fighters now and our fighters uh, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And I think because of our society, the way how it's brought up with the cell phone, with the way how our society is brought up nowadays, even I'm seeing the trend moving to Asia also.
Right.
You know, with the phone, if you look around, you drive around the car next to you, or you go to a restaurant, everyone's on their phone
Right.
instead. Why does it have to do with courage? Well, it's the way the mindset is, the way how kids are brought up nowadays. A lot of the generation when I'm talking to the police officers, when new cadet, most 20-year-old millennial doesn't have no social skill right now.
Right. Right. Right.
When you
That's
go to
very
a
true.
bar, if you observe, everyone is always on the phone, so they don't have the confidence or the courage to go up to, like, hey,
Ah.
how are you doing? Or how to talk to someone, because there's no social
Ah.
to the courage. And in my club, what I try to remind them, you know, talk, communicate, everything, just like taking a test, it builds their confidence, stage one. Now they got ranking. Next step, go out to public speaking, do
Ah.
demonstration. It develops confidence and
Right.
courage.
Right.
And the next step after that, now you can fight for us. And the confidence being built.
Right.
So I do a step-by-step process to build their confidence with the courage comes from a long way. I remind the kids, I said, sometimes you have to have the courage to say no to a bully or stand up to a bully.
Wow. Okay.
Bullying is a
Okay.
big issue.
Nice. Nice.
So remind them, it takes courage to say no. It takes courage to say, enough is enough. And
Wow. That's good,
that's why
Sam.
we try to instill that quality of martial art that gives them that, and we build that confidence from young up.
Wow. See, that's what I love about talking to and these instructors. That a lot of people don't understand how much knowledge and wisdom that a lot of our instructors have out there, and you are a perfect example of that. So let's go into that same thing about. Let's go right into honor. The other thing. How do you teach them to implement honor in this society today?
Uh, the little stuff, that's honoring your parents. Most of us forget that your parents is your first teacher. The
No.
minute, the minute when you come out of the womb, they taught you how to blow your nose, walk around the room,
Right.
feed yourself. And to today's society, I don't say anything about America, but in Thailand, you have to take care of your parents. If you don't have to take care, if you don't take care of your parents, people find out, they kind of disband you, or say this, you're not a good person. In Thailand, we're taught that our parents is our first teacher, and you have to respect them. And I remind my kids that, hey, I might be your first Muay Thai or or your first coach, but your parent is originally your first teacher. So don't never forget them, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be with them, and remember to honor and respect them, because they're the one that brought you into this world. No matter what difference we have with our parents, we love them or we hate them. At the end of the day, they are still your parents. It takes a lot of work as a parents ourselves. Know that to bring a child into this world,
Right.
we have to go through a lot of hardship,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and in return, they're gonna get old. You have to give that back to them, because they were there for you when you were a kid.
Absolutely.
And a lot of us tend to forget those little stuff. Yeah, we all have our difficult time, because as Mr. Davis, recently I took in my mom who has
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, and that has been the most challenging 8 months of my life. And I thought that raising a kid was
Right.
hard. But then I went to